What's up, everybody? John Candy Live right here in the John Candy Live studios. We are testing out our live streaming capabilities once again. We've got Flowro.com, we've got YouTube.com, we got Patricio on the ones and twos over there, making sure the streams are going live and well. We've got camera one, we got camera two, and we've got a little overlay with some racing going on in the background. I'm going to set it up here in some picture in picture. As we go through this thing, it's going to be kind of a live podcast style type of stream deal. We'll just get right into it since we've got it up right here on the screen. We've got Flowro.com. So Flowro.com is going to be our place where you're going to be able to get all the live streaming for sure for John Candy Live. So Santa Maria Speedway, we test ran just a couple of weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago. Loaded up my dad and Patrick and all the gear and went up to Santa Maria Speedway. Big shout out to Chad Weber and those folks, Pat Cusack, all the fine folks at Santa Maria Speedway for giving me the call to call a race up there. I did a race. Noticed they didn't have any video equipment, so I said, hey, let's go try to kickstart a video thing. So that's how this John Candy Live deal started, and now it's like a ball of fury. We've got equipment like you wouldn't believe. It looks like a crazy, like something blew up in my downstairs. Now we're calling it the studio. But we're going to rock and roll and see what we can do with this thing. We've got equipment, we got cameras, we've got lights, we've got now a streaming spot. So Flowro.co, so you can see the replays up there that are being played on the screen. That's kind of the stuff that we did on our first run at Santa Maria Speedway. I know it's a little bit jittery. I think some of that was to do with the internet issue that we had. So our internet issue was everything was great when we got there. We showed up. Speeds were fine. I don't know, the megabits per second, whatever that is, that was all good. But then when it came time where patrons started showing up and all of the systems were being used for their kiosks and all of the internet was being used by the people that were there, the employees. Next thing you know, we ran out of internet capacity, basically. So we lost our internet speed for the stream. It got super spotty. It got really, really bad. But Patrick here, he stepped it up, and he bought the Starlink. So we've got a Starlink now, so we don't have to worry about internet speeds. And I went and I bought a brand new laptop and got some stuff going. So we've got a laptop that'll get us going, and we've got internet speeds that'll keep us rocking and rolling all night long with no latency and all those issues. So hopefully we can remedy some of the stuff that's going on. You can still see like we have 1080p. We've got 4K capabilities, but we're going to do everything in 1080p with 60 frames per second. I know that's kind of techie talk stuff, but it's going to get a good quality video, and we're going to have that thumbnail John Candy Live on there. You know, plenty of advertising opportunities for you guys. I've got 3 or 4 guys that have already jumped on board. Once again, big time shout out to those folks. We got San Joaquin Tire, Skinny's Automotive, and Troy Mathers over at Mather Brothers Incorporated. 3 big sponsors that have kicked in and helped out get this thing rolling. So Flowro.com, that's that emblem you see right there. That is going to be a spot. That is Patrick's site. So he's got a streaming site, Flowro.com. It's also Flowro.co and Flowro.tv. So basically, if you type in Flowro dot something, it'll navigate you over to Flowro.com, and that's where you can catch all of our live stream stuff, all of our edited videos. Patrick did the edit on the videos that we did from our first run. So all that stuff's edited and put it on Flowro.com. Plan to do much of the same. So next race at Santa Maria, live streamed, Flowro.com and YouTube. Don't know how much we're going to use the YouTube platform just because of the copyright infringements and all the copyright stuff that happens with Flowro.co, or that happens with YouTube, so youtube.com. If we're playing music that has copyright infringements, you know, I don't know if it takes it down or if it reroutes you or what it does, but we don't want that to happen. So we want to be able to be uninterrupted on the streams, especially going forward. The plan is right now, the next 2 races, if we're still able to, I know we're going to be able to this race. So we'll see the final race at Santa Maria. If we can live stream again, it'll be a free deal, free to everyone on your Flowro and on YouTube. So that'll be available this weekend, Saturday. What is it? October, a couple of days. So the 27th or September 27th. Um, that is for sure going to happen. So, we're going to iron out these things as we go. It's been great so far. Um, so September 27th will be our next stream, Santa Maria Speedway. Let's see what else we got for you. You can see up on the screen right there. I think we've got the hobby stock division rolling right there. They had the 305 sprint cars. So I believe it's championship night this coming up Saturday at Santa Maria Speedway. Hopefully a good showing of cars. I know John Petrie and the fine folks at Motor City GMC here in Bakersfield, California is going to be supporting the American stocks. So if you're coming to town, make sure you hit up Sonny Simpkins and Billy Simpkins over at Be Tough. They've got an opportunity for you guys for, I believe, some gas money to get to Santa Maria if you're coming from town here in Bakersfield, and some pit pass stuff. So get a hold of those fine folks and see what they got offered for y'all. What else do we have here on our little show here? We've got, let's check out camera number 2. So you can see we've already got a couple of cameras shoot here on this little first test podcast / live update what we have. So this will be camera 2. We're thinking of having camera 2, a little stationary camera over there in turns 3 and 4 for this Saturday. And then we'll have our camera guy on camera 1 following the race and following the scenes and doing some zooming in and out and that kind of thing. So hopefully we can have, a 3, 4, 5 camera shoot going down the line. I've already got capabilities right now to run about 6 cameras on our system. We've always got the audio. The audio stuff was where I've kind of lived for the last 7 years or so, 7, 8, 9 years, if you count all the stuff I was doing before. But Santa Maria Speedway, that is going to be our next race. See if I can get that deal up on screen for you guys. There it is right there. Cool. Those little widgets are working. All the cool stuff is working. But yeah, that's basically what we wanted to do, is come on here and do a little test run of what's to happen and what's the future of John Candy Live. And we want to do a lot of stuff like this, some live streams, some podcasts. I want to get good people on here. I know, try to get a hold of Jimmy Johnson to get him down here today and wasn't able to do so. Busy man. He's super, super busy. We're going to do some live streaming of his stuff as well. So Bakersfield RC Raceway, a lot of you guys know me from there, right there, Bakersfield RC Raceway. We've done a lot of racing there through the years. We started, I believe this is going to be our 10th year running at BCRC, and that's where I got my start. And so went from floors from there to Bakersfield Speedway, BC Sports, East High Sports. I'm thinking about probably doing some weekly updates on all those things that I did. I know I got to keep the content rolling, keep it fresh in your guys' mind and up on your pages as we get to these things to keep this thing successful. It's a lot of time for me because I do have that full-time job as well at the Water District. If you don't know, I'm a supervisor at the Water District here in Bakersfield, California, and that's a good 40, 50-hour work week, and then I do another 130 to 150 events a year announcing, and now we're just put a little cherry on top with the video stuff. So that's kind of where we're going. Jimmy Johnson's going to have a big race, Breast Cancer Awareness, October 18th. So if you're in town, or I know it's going to be a big award-paying show that's going to be on the Concrete Oval, I believe probably our last race on the concrete there at Bakersfield RC Raceway on Chester Avenue. Make sure you check out him on all the social medias. He's got the Facebook, Instagram, X, all those things. We've got a great program, a great deal happening. Our first annual Breast Cancer Awareness, October 18th. Big time shout out to Troy Mather, man. Troy, my dog, he really stepped up, and he was the first one to send some cash my way. First paid advertiser for Mather Brothers Incorporated right there. They serve California, Nevada. They serve Arizona. Ice and water, man. If you guys see that stuff at the Solis and the Chevrons here in town, make sure you support Troy Mather and Mather Brothers Incorporated. Stepped up big time. Once again, it takes a lot of money, a lot more than I thought when it comes to equipment and audio gear and all the good things. It's it's pretty can be overwhelming, but I got some fine partners right off the bat: Troy Mather and my buddy Estevan Rivera at San Joaquin Tires and Wheels, and yes, of course, my Uncle Skinny. I couldn't do it without my Uncle Skinny. He right now he's in the works of getting me some merchandise stuff going over there at Incognito Design. Those guys are fantastic. They drew up a vector for me for my John Candy Live logo, so we're going to be able to put that on all of our shirts and hats and things going forward. So keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. We're going to have merch available. We're going to have everything and hopefully anything that we need, just with the support of you guys. So, a lot of good folks. Checking myself out on hey, it's working on YouTube and it's working on Flowro. So yeah. That was kind of the purpose of today's deal. Flowro.com. What am I looking at? Latency? Is Flowro faster than YouTube? It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I'm getting the thumbs up. But everything's working really good. I mean, I think we're only latency's about, I don't know, maybe about 10 seconds, 15 seconds right now. So that's looking really good for the race on Saturday night. And that was kind of our main thing here. Our main thing here was to make sure we're testing fine. Everything's working good, looking good. All of our scenes can cut. We can go back to camera 1 here. That's going to be our main camera. And that's right now running a picture-in-picture. So you can see we've right now it's going to take about $400, $500 to get the My Race Pass ticker across the top of the screen. So that ticker that you see that has the timing and scoring, it's about $500 from My Race Pass. If somebody wants to step up and get us that sponsorship to get the My Race Pass ticker across the top of the screen for the live stream, hit me up. John Candy Live. It's going to be johncandylive@gmail.com. So if somebody wants to step up and get that stuff to us, please help us out. We'll put you on there. We got a lot of sponsorship opportunities. We always have those breaks in the middle of the races, and that intermission time is where we're going to put ads, and we're going to run ads. I'll do voiceover for some of the stuff and do some B-roll and some cool things for advertisers and advertisement opportunities for companies. You can see it right here. We have Flowro.co on there. You got Skinny's Automotive where you can put there. San Joaquin Tires and Wheels. I just realized that I was switching all this stuff and it wasn't even popping up. Boom. There you go again. San Joaquin Tires and Wheels. So boom, that's just learning curve. I just had stuff in the queue and wasn't transferring it over here on the live stream. So Flowro.com is the stuff that we've had on screen the whole time. But Santa Maria Speedway, that is where we're going to be doing our next live stream. Transition that over. Santa Maria Speedway. Now you guys can see it. So I was doing a lot of cool stuff without you guys even being able to see it. But yeah, the things are looking good. I'll give you guys a little peek around the curtain here of what this madness looks like. It looks pretty cool on screen. I got the green screen stuff going on back here, and got the Speedway logos and all the cool stuff and the switchers and the screens. But it looks like a madhouse right here. Back camera 2, bam, a little bit of a close up. That's still working. Let's see what else we got. We've got my Uncle Skinny's Automotive. He was instrumental in doing this, man. That guy does so much for so many people in dirt track racing, especially at the old Bakersfield Speedway. I know exhaust systems and oil changes and just sponsoring guys with oil. I know he helped out Nick Spainhoward a lot. He helped out Nicholas Johnson once again, and this year, helping him out as much as he could. And Nicholas, very successful driver, but my uncle does so much for the racing community and has done so much for the Bakersfield Speedway at the old location, and still supporting the new location. He's been to Santa Maria Raceway several times this year. The last 2 times when I was there, he was there supporting, dirt track racing. We've been a part of it for a long time. He's been on pit crew for Jerry Stewart, driver of the number 4 Super Late model, the driver out of right here in Bakersfield. I've helped work on that car. I've cut myself plenty of times on that 4 machine. My Uncle Skinny, they spent a lot of hours, a lot of time working on that hot rod in the garage, and now he's got his shop at the house. That's super cool. His old shop was over there by that was SPCA down there off of Gibson. A lot of time, a lot of hours. You know, Roy Lininger, my dad, Skinny, all the guys working on that stuff. You know, so I've been around this dirt track racing stuff basically my whole life. You know, I grew up. I was probably 6 weeks old at the drag strip. My dad was racing his '69 Charger. He still has that thing. Probably loves it more than me. Dirt track racing. You know, born and raised out there. Love it. Love it. Love it. I couldn't imagine myself announcing and doing what I do now. You know, it's kind of a fantasy land that we're living in, and you know, proud to do it, happy to do it, and really looking forward to the future. So I touched on the Floro stuff, the Santa Maria Speedway stuff, Mather Brothers, Bakersfield RC Raceway, San Joaquin Tire, and Skinny's Automotive. Same thing, guys. You know, I've got a lot of business opportunities for you guys. Like I was trying to say earlier, the intermissions, there's a lot of time that goes on in between those intermissions, about 30 minutes. Gonna run commercials, do those things. Hit me up, johncandylive@gmail.com for right now. I got johncandylive.com stuff coming soon. So for now, johncandylive@gmail.com for all those inquiries on sponsorship availabilities. So I think that's a quick little 20-minute rundown of what we've got going on right now. So that's a quick little live stream. I'm going to be doing these probably 2-3 times a week, get a little something for you guys. It's a work in progress, but, you know, I'm willing to put in the work. We've put in some finances to get this stuff rolling. Just takes views. So if you guys really would help us out, you know, just liking it, commenting, sharing, you know, interacting with the pages, go to the YouTube, go to floro.com. All the Instagram and Facebook stuff, just get on there, like it, subscribe to it. All those things really, really help us out. And that'll help us get this thing moving in the right direction. And Saturday, make sure log in to the live stream. If I don't get back to you guys on some posts and some updates, I'll do some updates for sure and some posting. But make sure you go to floro.com and go to YouTube and watch the live stream free Saturday for Santa Maria Speedway. We'll see you guys.